Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Star Flames and we're back with another banging video. In this video guys, we're going to talk about the US Olympian Shacarri Richardson. She was arrested last Sunday on fourth-degree domestic violence. Let's talk about it, shall we? Because as you guys know, Shacarri is no stranger to the media outlets. She has always been in the tabloids for one thing or the other. If it's not having good sportsmanship to smashing amazing records on the field, or just basically calling out media outlets for their poor treatment of athletes after they have lost a game. Now, as I've said, this time around, she's in the media because of alleged domestic abuse. Let's talk about it because according to several reports, it is said that Shacarri and her boyfriend, they were basically traveling. They were at the Seattle-Tacoma International Airport when they had an argument and her boyfriend Christian was walking away from her. But irrespective of the fact that he was walking away from her allegedly trying to avoid the entire argument. She was walking behind him and she was quarreling about something. She shoved him to a column and he fell. After he fell, she basically threw an headphone at him. So the police was brought into play. They reviewed the security footage, and what the police saw is when Shacarri threw a pair of headphones at Christian Coleman, and when she basically kept following behind him, and they could see that she was being very verbal towards him, but he kept moving, irrespective of the fact that he kept walking away from her. Trying to diffuse the entire situation, her anger grew and she shoved him into a column where he fell. And after that, she threw the headphone at him. So as such, she was arrested, on fourth-degree domestic violence assault charge. The case has been since then cleared and she was released on Monday. So she didn't really do much time behind bars. Naturally, I don't think the guy would have pressed charges. Only some men would do that. But no one knows for sure how the argument started or what happened that led to Shacarri being aggressive towards Christian Coleman. Now, they have reached out to Shacarri's team and Christian Coleman's team for any response to what is being reported. But, as per usual, they don't get a response when they reach out to their representative. But Shacarri needs to stay out of trouble because you guys know that she has been through a lot in her career journey. As you guys can remember, she missed the US Olympics team back in 2021 when she was, her sample was tested positive for, I think it was cannabis, and she was suspended from the US Olympic team. Yes, it was a, chemical that was found in cannabis. So the positive test occurred during the Olympics track and field trials, where she had won the 100-meter sprint, qualifying her for the Tokyo Olympics. But because of the positive chemical testing, she was basically taken off the team. And after she was taken off the team, we saw Kanye working with her because you know that when Kanye is not on the dark side, he's the best individual there is. And whenever society sees an individual as an outcast, Kanye is always the first person to run to that individual's rescue. And at the same time, Kanye West had teamed up with Shacarri in the same year, 2021. It was a project that they worked on wherein he partnered with Beats by Dre, and in the ad campaign, Kanye West also promoted his Donda album at the time. And Shacarri was the main feature of that ad campaign. So You know that, as I've said, once Kanye is on his good side, once he's good, once he's in that healthy frame of mind, he is always doing some humanitarian service, and he works a lot with the people who are deemed as outcast, or, if he notices that a lot of negative press is against that individual, he normally comes forward to provide some kind of support and empathy to the individual. Kanye is very empathetic in nature, irrespective of the fact that we've seen him acting out a lot on social media, but that is when he's not well. When he's not well, he gets like that. So whenever he's on the flip side of things, that's when he's like that. But once Kanye is good, once he's healthy and doing all that needs to be done, you bet your ass he's going to be that empathetic individual that reaches out and provides support. But oftentimes he's dubbed as a hater to his own people, the Black community. And that is because whenever he works on any project with anyone from the Black community, he doesn't monetize and advertise it. And if you don't follow up with his humanitarian aid and support, you would have no idea that he has been doing these things. So just wanted to include that, because the reason why it is important to include this is that Shacarri needs to remember where she's coming from, and she needs to be reminded that they can cancel her. It can take her a decade to work for the success that she has, and she can lose it all in 5 minutes. She's a Black girl. She's a Black woman, and they will take away all her sponsorship within the snap of a finger for a simple mishap, because Black people have to prove themselves 10 times more, work 10 times harder, and there's a very, very thin line for you to make a mistake. Very, very thin line for you to make a mistake and to be given the opportunity to come good from that mistake, or make good on that mistake, meaning turning and changing and being a better person. When it comes to Black people, Black athletes, Black artists, they don't have the luxury of making mistakes or doing unpleasantries in the eyes of the public and get away with it. They are oftentimes penalized for it, and their entire hard work can just go down the drain overnight for simple mishaps like these. So I would say to Shacarri, be very careful. Try to control your anger if you notice that there's an anger issue, because you've worked so hard. You've put in so much amazing work to come this far, and you cannot work so hard to come this far and have it taken away from overnight because you did not control your emotions. Control your emotions. Try your very best not to get caught in the media outlets or get caught in trouble, because it can literally cost her a lot, as you guys know. But anywho, this is all I have to share in this video with you guys. Let me know what's your take. If you have an opinion, while you're at it, to do all you need to do on this video to support your girl. Peace.